All successful organizations look to boost efficiency and increase productivity. That's one of the reasons why so many businesses implement an electronic document management system. These systems streamline conventional hard copy documents into digital workflows. To further enhance the many benefits of a document management system, Kyocera has developed DMConnect, a robust application that transforms your MFP into an on-ramp for routing documents to any folder in your DMS. Not to mention, store, retrieve, and share files quickly, easily, and securely. While DMConnect allows users to index documents by entering data at the MFP panel, DMConnect Pro enables users to leverage the latest in forms processing technology to automatically extract data from the predefined zones on a form. This video gives you a step-by-step walkthrough of how to set up forms processing on DMConnect Pro and get the most out of a powerful technology. Creating a form template using Nuance Forms Template Editor. The first step in configuring forms processing is to define a template. We need to define a template for every type of document we need processed automatically. Launch Forms Template Editor from the Start menu. Click on Add Template. Select a scanned image of a sample form. This form can either be filled out or empty. Anchors are used to mark areas of the page that are constant and unique to the form. Anchors are used to identify the document and to detect its orientation. We recommend creating at least 4 anchors distributed across the page. Next, we mark fill text zones by clicking and dragging the mouse across a form field. Ensure the zone does not overlap text outside the form field, but also covers the entire field. Click on the field. Press F2 to rename and give it a name that corresponds to the field's content. Once all fields are marked up, test the template to ensure it accurately extracts data from a filled-out form. Testing forms. Click on Add Test Image and select a scanned image of a filled-out form. Right-click on the image and select Find Match. FTE will successfully find a match using the anchors. If it can't find a match, the anchors must be examined and modified till FTE successfully matches the test image. Right-click on the match template and select Extract Data. Now, FTE will retrieve text data from each zone. Inspect each zone to ensure the data retrieved is accurate and does not contain characters from outside the form field. If it does, adjust the zones such that only the field data and all of the field data is extracted. Saving. Once the template works satisfactorily, save the template library to a file on disk. A template library contains multiple templates and sample images associated with them. To use these templates in DMConnect, export the template library as an FTL template file. A good place to export the template would be the Forms folder within DMConnect. Applying templates in a document workflow. After templates are created, they can be associated to a document processing workflow using the DMConnect Studio. In DMConnect, add the forms recognition component from the image processing section to the processing section of the workflow. Click on the component to begin setting up the data extraction. First, select the template file that was exported from FTE. Next, select a sample filled-out image sample. DMConnect will apply the template and load the zones as index data fields into the forms recognition component. Next, add a destination component to the workflow. For example, the flat file component. All the zones from the template are now available to be used in routing the document. Simply drag and drop the zone from the right into the routing field where it is to be used. Here, we will use the name zone as the file name and the employer zone as the subfolder name. The text file can be programmed to contain values from all the other zones. Using forms recognition at the MFP. After the setup is completed, end users can easily scan documents into forms processing workflows from the MFP touchscreen. At the MFP panel, select Created Workflow and it will start scans. After scan, DMConnect extracts the data from the page and applies them to the flat file. As it is shown, DMConnect extracts the data from the form without any data entry. Setting up data verification. Workflows can be set up to enable manual verification of extracted data. Forms recognition results can be verified or corrected at the MFP panel. Forms recognition component can also be moved to the Display Workflow branch. Simply click the Auto Generate Index Page button to have DMConnect create index fields for each zone. These index fields will appear as touchscreen prompts for data validation. Add an index data component after the forms recognition component. Add index data fields for each zone that must be verified by the user. Zones extracted in forms recognition must be set as default values in each index data field. Components that previously used the zone values must be updated to use the index field values, as they can contain user-corrected values. Verifying data at the MFP panel. End users can now easily inspect and correct data extracted by the forms processing engine. When a filled-out form is scanned, the data is extracted and presented to the user for validation. The user can make corrections if necessary and submit the workflow for processing. Batch scanning multiple forms. Alternately, DMConnect can be set up to run as a completely automated process requiring no manual oversight, enabling users to scan multiple sets of documents in one batch. To enable scanning multiple forms at once, check the Split After Template Pages checkbox in the Forms Recognition section. Confidence level could be adjusted to accommodate slight variance in the document layout. At the MFP, users can now place a stack of forms on the document feeder and start the scan. DMConnect can separate the document and route each document differently based on the data contained in the page.